Okay, ready? So this is a live version of Simon Says, where you can ring in and I will try to help you. And the community listening also tries to help the founders with their dreams. So the format is people will come up and spend 1 minute sharing their dream and the problem that they're facing that we can potentially help them with. And then we spend 3 minutes just discovering a little bit more about them and digging in. And if anyone in the audience has a way to help these entrepreneurs, feel free to put your hand up, by the way, but also afterwards let us know by contacting one of my team that you can help, okay? Because no one is successful on their own. Impossible. 1 + 1 = 11. We need help to be successful. The strongest people ask for help. And that's what everyone in this queue is doing. They're being strong, standing in the rain, asking for help. And I want you, please, if you don't mind, when they come up on stage, to give them a big round of applause. Are you too cold? Are you all right? You all right? Do you need a coat or anything? You okay? Don't get a cold. If you don't mind, big round of applause every time a dreamer comes up. It's not easy doing this. You guys know, I'm sure. So make them feel welcome. Our first dreamer, come up. What's your dream and what's your problem? How can we help you? Nice to see you.
Okay. Oh, here's that's one of my products.
Okay,
so
good start. Product.
My dream is I'm building a sunscreen brand that is appealing to a younger market, and I really want to build on that then with educating the younger audience about how important sun protection is. Mm-hmm. You know, you should be wearing it every day, you should be starting from a young age, and I feel like a lot of the younger generations, like Gen Z, will go into Boots, Superdrug, and all the sunscreens are very clinical. So that kind of consumer, I feel like, will only buy something if it looks nice, but also, obviously, you want it to do good at the same time. So yeah, I wanted to really create a brand that's going to stand out on the shelves and appeal to that younger audience.
Right.
So,
what made you want to do this? What's the motivation?
I was just saying then in the queue, actually, I don't have like a huge sort of story behind it. It's just always been a passion of mine. Skincare in general has always been a passion of mine, and I'm terrified of getting wrinkles.
They're not so bad. I quite like them. There's always Botox, but I hear you, joking aside.
Yeah,
it's a serious
you
subject.
can avoid Botox by using sunscreen every day.
Right.
But yeah, I really just feel like if we can bring down the rate of skin cancer, it's going to do a whole lot of good in the world.
So have you spoken to the skin cancer charities? That's what I was going to go.
I haven't yet, no. I'm fairly new, so...
Okay. What matters more to you? Selling millions of this or making sure young people wear sunscreen and don't get skin cancer?
I'd like to do both simultaneously.
Okay. The reason I ask you that is, like, if I said to you, don't do this, but I can introduce you to a sunscreen company that's presently selling in Boots, and if you help them with their marketing, they're already like mass production, mass distribution. What do you think when I say that?
I feel like I've got a passion for building a brand at the same time.
Right.
So I feel like I will be able to do both.
Right.
I'm a millennial, not a Gen Z, but I know what Gen Z like, and I don't feel like the big hitters out there are
do a quick like sell this to me in 20 seconds as if I'm 20.
God, don't put me on the spot.
Try it. I want to hear. What do you think is it that's going to make young people wear this?
Well, I would like to get it in the hands of more influencers, obviously, because young people are influenced so easily.
Okay, so I'm an influencer who has a lot of young people that watch my content. Pitch it to me then. Why should I... Tell me what the pitch is. How would I sell it to my audience, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, like I say, I feel like the branding is going to be what initially sells it. And then... because it looks nice,
right,
and it doesn't look clinical,
right.
You know, it's not like the sunscreen that your mum used to put on you when you were 5, and you had big white marks all over your face and up your arms. You know,
right. I find branding. Have you ever had any training in brand strategy? And because like Nike is just a tick.
Yeah.
I don't look at the Nike tick and go, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
Right. So how do they make it cool?
I just feel like things have changed since social media, though.
Yes and no.
'Cause you're trying to sell something through a screen now.
Yeah, but like I think association with cool is what's cool. Branding itself isn't cool. So what made Nike work, and they were almost bankrupt, is they teamed up with a celebrity who was cool.
Yeah.
Right? So Michael Johnson, right? I'll get his name wrong. Michael. Thank you. See what I mean? Bad. Michael Jordan. My dyslexia really hurts my brain. Michael Jordan. And that's when they took off. So your influencer strategy is pretty interesting, but cool isn't something you can tell people to be. Cool is something people are or they're not.
Yeah.
I don't think branding is cool. I think association with cool things makes branding cool. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Red Bull, when I say it, you think sport, right? And that's because they sponsor all these extreme sports-related things. I think you need a strategy linked to who, not what you are. Mm-hmm. The other thing you need to do is sell the sizzle, not the steak. You know, this is a product you're selling as a brand, but what's the sizzle of this product?
In what way?
So what is the benefit to the consumer?
Well,
that other products don't offer.
The benefit to the consumer is that I've formulated something so there's not many sunscreens on the market that suit all skin colours because they're white.
Right.
So I've created an invisible one, so any age, any skin colour, everyone can use it.
Right.
Whereas if someone with darker skin used a white sunscreen, you get a white cast and you can't use it with makeup. So I'm creating the aim in the future is to create a whole sort of makeup range with SPF.
Got it.
So you can use your full face.
It's a little bit of a weak pitch, if I'm being honest, but I think it's fixable by making it clear. If you wear this, you won't get skin cancer.
Yeah.
Like guaranteed.
Yeah.
And you won't need Botox. You can almost make Botox your enemy, and everyone rallies behind it. Anyway, what do you need from me now? What can I do to help?
I am just, because I'm fairly new, I just need some advice really about exposure. How to.
Yeah.
Market
I think you're going the right way with influencers.
Yeah.
I would get an influencer owner in this. I mean, let's face it. If Kim Kardashian wears this and posts it on her social media once. That'll be it. You won't be able to keep up with orders.
Do you know Kim Kardashian?
I do not. I am a fan, in case she's listening, but I don't. I found a weird thing on social media, just something funny. If I've got more followers than the person I DM, they always reply.
Okay.
If I've got less followers, it's harder to get hold of. Everyone's chasing someone.
Yeah.
Right, so, I think... so I'm not more followers than her yet, but I've got more followers than Stephen Bartlett, so he replies to me now. so joking, Stephen, I love you. But point is, I would get the influencer that aligns with you. So is there anyone that springs to mind that aligns with you on this?
Like someone like Molly May.
Molly May. I'll try and reach her for you. But you're going to need a proper proposal. These people are so in demand.
Yeah.
You're going to need a proper proposal as to why this product and not, say, an existing one on the shelves.
Yeah.
Write up a proposal and I'll try. And maybe you guys listening can tag Molly May down below. Does anyone know Molly May in the audience? Anyone have a connection? You do? Okay. Okay. Please help us reach her. I'll make sure the pitch is prepared before we bother her. And then we'll try, okay?
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? The 1 degree of separation. But Molly will... I don't know Molly. I'm saying it like I know her now. I don't know her. I do know all the profiles. She'll be exceedingly busy. There'll be huge offers every single day on the table. But let's try. Shall we try?
Let's try.
All right. I'm going to try and help you as well to do it.
And maybe one day I'd like to get it on the airlines. So...
Well, funny you mention that. Cause, yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming up and pitching your dream. And well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Leave it. I'd like to have a look at it, if that's okay. So a quick shout out to High Level, my sponsor, that help me fund dreams. They sponsor this podcast. Plus, they're a great product. So if any of you want to do email marketing or you manage your CRM program better, please check them out. And if you use them, they'll keep sponsoring me and I can keep giving money to people to fund their dreams, okay? So if you need email marketing, use High Level. It will really help me out. Next dreamer, what's your dream and how can we help you? Good to see you.
Hello. I am Sarah. I'm from the Allergy Team. My dream is that every school in the country should have a designated allergy lead. Your child's got allergies.
Yes.
My child's got allergies. It's really difficult condition to live with, and it's the most common chronic condition in childhood. So by having a designated allergy lead in school, we make the school safer and more accessible for our children. My problem is I need schools to know that we exist. We offer training to train designated allergy leads. And I'm also seeking investment of £65,000. We've got all of it committed apart from £22,500.
Okay. First of all, who in the audience has allergies or children with allergies? Yeah, it's a serious problem. So thank you for what you do. You know, this really instantly gets me because I've got a kid with allergies.
What's he allergic to?
A lot of things. Nuts, which is very common, of course. Coconut, weirdly. Lentils. All sorts of strange things. And if he eats them, he can have anaphylactic shocks. Very serious. So there's a couple of things that go through my mind on this. Just checking with you first. What will you spend the 65 on or the 22 on? What's the...
So we've been running for 4 years, so we're reasonably established, but we are not quite sustainable. And so this will help us get to Christmas, by which point our numbers are looking really good. We launched this new product, Designated Allergy Lead Training, in July. We've got 150 bookings from schools so far, and we've got other clients from the school's allergy register. This will help us to get in front of schools. It will also help to supplement the founders' salaries, which we are clinging on after 4 years, as you can imagine, and also enable us to bring in some help so we can focus on sales and getting out to schools, and we've got help behind the scenes of doing some of the work, like we do allergy audits in schools and stuff.
Yeah. So after 4 years, you should be profitable. Something's wrong. And I say it with love because I want your business to work. Something's wrong. And I think, again, my low-hanging fruit on this is sponsor. Someone should be sponsoring you. This might be the wrong sponsor, but I'm thinking about, Medikit. You know the guys that put EpiPens in schools? Have you seen those guys?
Kit Medical. So we actually did their training for them right at the beginning. We started at the same time.
Right. They got Deborah Meaden as an investor and Stephen as an investor. I know those guys. You should talk to them, one, about the money side, because I think, well, frankly, the investor they've got should also be investing in you. You're kind of the same thing in my mind, because awareness is also linked to having the facilities available to save the life. You can be aware, but if you don't have an EpiPen in that moment, awareness will mean nothing.
So we focus also on the risk reduction before you get to the EpiPen.
Love that.
Because every allergic reaction, even mild or a near miss, can be so traumatic.
I completely agree, but don't you see how the two go hand in hand? Oh, I thought you were being angry then. I thought it was stop. I'm tired of you talking, Simon. But I kind of feel like you need I would talk to them, seriously, because they're in schools, so you can synergise on the schools you're in, and they've got investors and they're monetising. I feel like you're ready to talk. Go ahead.
We have a long-standing relationship with Kit. I'm not sure they're the right partner for this.
Okay.
For lots of reasons. They are doing an amazing thing, absolutely amazing. It would be great to think about what I want to do. I want to do it really quickly because we want to really capitalise on this autumn. We did spend a lot of the first 6 months of this year looking at our business for exactly the reason you said. It wasn't sustainable and we were wondering what was missing. We think we've cracked it, and now we just want to supercharge that.
What's the revenue we can supercharge right now? What is the revenue part that can we supercharge? I mean, money, I worry, December's not that far away, your salaries are one thing, but what revenue can we push to you? If people are listening, what revenue?
Designated allergy leads on every Virgin plane and in every Virgin training gym.
I'm now becoming the default for Richard.
But seriously, that is one of the key points of anxiety, is flying with an allergy.
I agree with you.
Also, exercise-induced anaphylaxis.
Okay.
Gyms are quite hot points. That is the way we can get this.
So you want Virgin to pay you to train their staff?
Yes.
All right. I will introduce you afterwards to the Virgin team. We'll try and make that happen. I think that's a really important point. In fact, there's other airlines that we're also talking to that I think also need to do that. Completely agree with you. Have you spoken to Natasha's foundation?
Yes, we have spoken to Natasha's foundation.
Yeah, because her daughter died on a plane, right? So that is an instant connection there. So you have spoken to them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't need an introduction or anything because sometimes
I don't need an
you're
introduction.
a bit like a poker player, a little bit. You're a little bit like holding the cards. Yeah.
There's a lot of history.
I can't tell you anymore.
They said to us they couldn't work with us. I
Why?
think because we're a business and they're a charity.
No, I don't think so. I think it's been pitched wrong. I can't believe that's true.
I've tried.
No, I'm going to help you again.
Okay.
We're going to go again.
Okay.
Sometimes a no is not the no you think it is. They do not care if you make money. They care that you have an impact. Maybe they don't think you can scale. I don't know what it is. I don't believe it.
We work with Allergy UK really well.
You can save people's lives on a plane. I don't believe it. I think this for-profit, for-good business is the future of business.
So do I.
So they just need someone. I'm convinced they'll help you.
Okay.
I'm convinced, and if I'm wrong, I'll give you the money.
Okay, great.
All right.
It's a deal.
Great.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you. All right. Okay. Welcome, dreamers. What's your dream and how can we help? Good to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome. Take the mic. Oh, scary.
So.
My face on a cookie. I never put that on my visualization board. That was never on there, but it is now part of my life.
Wonderful. We're Lisa and Saskia, and we are the co-founders of the Biskery. We make personalised and branded biscuits, but our real product is kindness. Our dream is to make 10 million people feel appreciated and forge human connection by spreading kindness in biscuit form. Being in the business of biscuits, we don't save lives, but we believe that small acts of kindness can change the world. We started this with £500 from our own pockets when we were new mums, and we've scaled it to a six-figure business, a profitable six-figure business.
Well done, that deserves a round of applause. I would say get to zero in any business, you're a success. If you can get to covering your costs, that's success. Congratulations.
Thank you. And we employ 5 other women. And our problem, well, we do B2B and B2C. We've worked for big brands like Karl Lagerfeld, Google, Meta. But I think our problem is that it's often one-off orders. So we'd like to create more strategic partnerships. Our problem as such is that we're not as well connected as you are. We're not even from here.
We're not from this country.
Oh no, where are you from?
I'm from Germany, Saskia's from the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. Did you come all the way here?
Just
today?
to do biscuit.
Oh, just to give me a biscuit. Wow, that.
No. We live in the UK, but
Oh, okay.
originally we're not
Oh,
from
I
this
see.
country. So we set the business up with that hurdle, I guess.
Yeah.
And we are, like Lisa said, we want to make people feel that they're appreciated, that they're connected and tethered to other people. So one thing that we do personally as a biscuit, as a business.
Biscuit. You identify as a biscuit.
I do.
That's got to go
as
viral.
a business.
Someone identifies as a biscuit. Good marketing, by the way.
Is that we every single Tuesday since COVID we've given away free biscuits, and that's one way for us to facilitate. You know, you can send a biscuit to someone who's done something for you that week. And the responses that we get off the back of that is just such deep human emotion of appreciation. And that's something that we, it fuels us. It makes us want to do more and more.
You've made biscuits even more personable. Like, I love biscuits anyway. Who here likes biscuits? You've got a natural audience and you've gone and put purpose in there, which is incredible. What do you need from me and the audience listening today?
Strategic partnerships.
Okay.
So
give me an example.
One thing is, like I said, we do the thank you biscuits that we send every Tuesday. And as you were talking about brand influencer partnerships, if we could tag team it with you on a Tuesday where you were saying, I put my full weight behind this so that we can send more on a Tuesday because, we can only do so much. Talk to your team managers or people who are founding businesses. A lot of what we do is people buy from us because they want to make their teams feel appreciated. So that's one way that you can share appreciation with everything and that everyone does around you.
I think your point about like regular orders, because you can get a one-off order from, say, Meta, but then how do you have regular orders? I think you should set up some sort of sponsorship engagement handout. So, again, level 1 on business, I think I always look at sponsorship. Okay, if you can get a company each week lined up, think like a billboard. Imagine you're a billboard company, right? And you're going to sell the billboard space every week. So you're not selling cookies, you're selling a billboard space. And that billboard space allows a brand to sponsor this week's giveaway. And let's say, this is probably the wrong one, I don't know if this came into my head, but this week's giveaway is to help the homeless, right? And so a brand will sponsor the cookies, and then they'll also match the sponsorship amount and give it to a homeless charity like Shelter. So then Shelter, who I'm a big fan of that charity, by the way, because they help the homeless, but then that charity will get some money and they can promote you. And then the sponsor can support the charity marketing, because you can give these out to the homeless, right? You can go support the homeless. It's a kind of that type of thing. Now, you can make that, I reckon you can do that every week, but maybe initially every month. And I would own the marketing method. So instead of going to a brand and saying, please buy this, and then they give it out once, and if you beg them again to buy it again, I would almost create FOMO. You only have one spot a week available, let's say at $5,000 for argument's sake, right? And then if it's gone, it's gone. No one else can get it. So you can get $20,000 a month in cookie orders just from having 4 brands a month as your partner. Now, brand sponsorship is just one way to level up. Of course, the other end is what I talked about earlier, which is like get an influencer to be your partner. You know, I sold hundreds of thousands of books, right? So I have a fan base that want to support my mission and help people. And ironically, I'm linked to kindness as well. A lot of what I'm suggesting to people is be kind to each other and your dream will come true, right? So there's definitely a connection. We can definitely talk about this. I can't promise a partnership right now, but that is another way to go. Get a shareholder in this, someone that's actually an influencer that can promote it every month. Like, again, Instagram has subscription, $4.99. If you have an influencer subscribes and they get a cookie, you know, I could probably do that quite. If people subscribe, I give the money away. But right now, how much does a cookie cost? Like this. How much does a cookie cost?
That one is £3.75.
£3.75.
Yeah.
And postage?
Well, on Tuesday everything's free. Second class is, what is it?
This would be about £6.
£6. Can we get it down to £3? Because if we can do $4.99 on Instagram as a subscription, we send people this with a note inside and maybe an update on one of our dreamers, right? And then the excess amount from the subscription on Instagram, we can give to a charity or we can give to a dreamer, right? Together.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Yeah.
I'd be up for doing that.
Amazing.
And then we can ask people to subscribe. Right now, people are subscribing to me, and I'm not giving them anything.
Yeah.
And other than, you know, saying thank you and then giving that money away in our videos.
Yeah.
But I think there's something else we could do. But you've got to get the cost down below the actual payment.
Yeah.
You know, you see what I mean?
Yeah, but you would come with volume, so that would
Yeah.
just be for one, you know?
Yeah, and you'd have to handle the posting out. I could handle the
Yeah.
marketing of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that sort of partnership as a framework, even
Yeah.
if I don't do it, I think there will be a lot of influencers that would do it.
Yeah.
Right, I want all the money to go to dreamers, so I'm scared to have high cost, go
Yeah.
out the door and not to dreamers. But you are dreamers.
Yeah.
So in an ironic way,
It
I could
goes.
do this and still fund dreams, right?
Yeah.
So that's my advice. I don't know if it's useful. Hopefully
No, I
it
think
is.
I think that's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it definitely is. Thank you. And also, I've heard you know Richard, so maybe.
Yeah, I'll see
Maybe
what I can
Virgin
do.
is a-
Put his face on there. But I'll introduce you to the Virgin team after this.
Amazing.
So, yeah, we'll make something.
Thank you so
Anybody
much.
here want to order some cookies? Anyone got a company? Yeah, we've got a few customers here. So go find them. You go stand over by one of the stands. Which one? Go stand over by the Help Bank starter kit. And you guys, if you want to order some cookies from these guys, please do. And if anyone here orders,
They get a discount.
tag me when you put it up, and I'll share the story on my stories. So if you buy cookies today, I'll also promote you on my social channel, my stories, which gets a couple of 100,000 views.
How do we keep communicating about this
I
little
think
idea?
we're going to be connected for life now. I've got a feeling. But just go talk to my colleague afterwards, and then I think Katie or someone's here. Just exchange information. Callum here, and then we'll exchange information. And we'll have a talk more about this and the subscription on Instagram, see if we can do something. And then go get a couple of orders from over there, and then make me a cookie I can give to Richard, all right?
Amazing. Thank you so
You guys
much.
are awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, what's your dream and how can we help you? Welcome. Good to see you. Please.
Hi, Simon. Thank you. My name's Stacey Cann. I am a franchise strategist. So I help businesses to scale through franchising, particularly helping franchise networks grow. And my dream is to get more younger people into franchising.
Right.
Specifically because, like you, I believe that the education system is completely broken and they are funneling children into jobs or university. Now, the student union, National Student Union...
Callum, you know you're going to be in the shop when you go by like that, just so you know. Just keep in mind.
The National Student Union stats show that the average student leaves university in £48,500 worth of debt.
£48,500 worth of debt. That's the first experience they have with money is debt.
It's criminal.
It is criminal.
It's criminal,
It
absolutely.
makes me angry.
It
didn't used to be this way. How does this happen? We're supposed to live in the future, not the past. But go on.
And for that money, they get an education, yes. They don't get a job.
Trained
So
to
they
not
walk
work
out,
for themselves, man.
literally, walk out of university in a huge amount of debt. And we're all told, aren't we, debt is bad. Debt is bad, you shouldn't have debt. And the reason that I think franchising is secret option C, which we should be telling children about, and promoting more young people. And by the way, the British Franchise Association say that under 30 qualifies as a young person in franchising. The reason that that's important is because, of course, they have to invest in that, yes, but it's an investment that will then be profitable. 89% of franchises are profitable in the first 12 months. That rises to 95% over 5 years. Why aren't we pushing more people into that?
I've been told to turn.
Go for it.
So just tell me where you are with the business right now. How many customers do you have? What's the revenue? What's happening?
Sure. So I'm only just coming up to year 2 of my business. I work with emerging franchisors mainly at the moment to help them to obviously grow their franchise. So all of my one-to-one clients are drilled very much, let's look at this as a person, an opportunity that young people can get into. Business is making we're on target this year to make about £100,000 turnover. Just coming up to year 2.
And that'll be profitable?
That will be about 43% profit.
Wow.
Which
That's
is
£43,000. I can do the maths.
Yeah.
I did that in my head. You see that?
That's good. That's really good.
100,000 turnover, 43%
Profit. Yeah. So there's a good market for it.
Yeah, that's healthy. That's healthy
yeah,
profit,
I'm really proud of that actually.
So what is it you need today?
What I'd like to do to try and get more people into young people into franchising is I'd like to be able to educate those franchisors as to why they should. I think the 2 barriers are how franchising is positioned to young people. It's a bit of a dinosaur model that's not really talked about. So there's an education piece there, but also the funding is a huge problem for young people because although we encourage them into all of that university debt, we kind of go, it's risky if you take out a business loan.
Yeah, we'll give kids £48,000 worth of debt for university, but we
no
won't give them
option.
£48,000 to start a business.
Now, here's the thing.
We need to change that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is such a passion point.
You can make money from a business.
The average lifestyle franchise, which is what most young people will invest in, so you've got like food, lifestyle as a different category, is about £7,000.
Right.
So what I would like to do is build the business in a way, I think agency model is what I'd like to do, that I can take some of that profit and invest it into helping young people directly into franchise.
Do you need the £43,000 profit you're making as
I need some of it to live,
Yeah,
not
okay.
all of it.
But
yeah.
what I was thinking is, your business model right now, you make money by introducing a franchise to someone who takes it, or the agency model.
So at the moment, I am more of a consultant.
Right. So someone comes to you and says, "I want to get a franchise. What shall I do?"
Yeah.
Is that how it works right now?
Flip that around a little bit. So the franchisor comes to me and says, "I want to get more franchises to grow my business."
So they've got a franchise. They want more
they've got the franchise. They want more franchisees.
Right.
So I help them to go out and look at that ideal client piece, how to recruit the franchise, how to market to those franchises, and help them to recruit the franchisees in. What I'm about to start to do is to actually take on that recruitment piece directly for them. And that then sits more as an agency model.
Okay, 1 second. Can we make sure we capture the incredible dedication of the dreamers in this queue? These people that are waiting in the pouring rain. Like, their dreams are going to happen when they're willing just to stand. I would have given up. I mean, I'm not even that interesting. I would have just gone home. It's raining. I respect for all of you in the queue, yeah? All of you are amazing. Okay, so with your business, let me just tell you what I kind of want to hear you what I think. Anybody here want to start a franchise out of interest? Anybody interested in that? Okay, so afterwards, go to the starter kit. Go over afterwards and get some, get some potential customers. Let's do that right now.
Thank you.
But what would I do if I was you? I would actually go to all the franchisee owners and get them to pay you to promote this whole concept. Because, you know, for my sins, I like Five Guys.
Yeah.
Right? I like
It's a great
Five Guys.
franchise.
And I know it's bad. They don't sponsor me. They probably should. Although my wife would not be happy if they sponsored, because it is also something that is not healthy all the
Maybe
time
I
for
can
you.
find you a connection.
But what I was going to say is, my friend lives in Thailand, and he likes Five Guys as well. So he's like, Simon, give me the money to open up Five Guys in Thailand. And on their website, they wanted $5 million to do it. So I looked into it. Now, what I'm getting to is, like, I think those brands actually have a problem that a lot of people, unless you're McDonald's, maybe Five Guys is all right, but a lot of franchisees don't know how to get people to take the franchises. Yeah. I reckon if I was a franchisee owner, if you get 50 of them together, they will pay you a monthly fee to market this whole franchise point. So I know, like Cody Sanchez, don't you know her?
Yeah, no,
she's
not personally.
She's a great, I know her personally.
I love Cody.
Only since I got famous. But
She owns many franchises.
But she also is a big advocate for, like, people buying businesses, which I'm not, by the way. I'm for people starting brands that matter to them, and they own their own story. So, but I think there's a space between Cody and myself. There's a space that isn't really occupied, which is this: you're not buying a business and you're not starting a business from scratch. I think you could own that middle bit. And by the way, I don't see what you're talking about as a competition for starting a business. There is an argument. If you want to start a business, start a franchise first, because it's like riding a bike with stabilizers.
Yeah.
The reason I don't like franchises is because I don't want to not own the brand. So if you're not careful, you can have a boss. Because head office in Seattle will be saying, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. And I don't like that.
This is why franchising done properly is another huge passion, because you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
they
you can end up with a
don't
new
sign up
boss
to be a boss
if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But as stabilisers learning to ride a bike, there's something in it that I quite like. At worst, I reckon, if I was pitching it to the universe, the young people, I'd say, just go and get a franchise pack and read through it. Because it's damn fascinating. Even if you start a business, one day you might want to franchise it. Yeah. So why don't you read the franchise packs to at least understand how it works? Just be cautious signing up, though, until you have control.
Yeah.
I think there's a space between Cody saying buy existing businesses, I'm saying start a business. There is a middle ground that you're talking about, and I think you could own it.
Thank you. I had really good success myself. So I came into franchising, like you, very difficult relationship with my mum. Ended up with lots of mental health issues and came out of corporate, invested in a franchise, very successfully marketed it, grew it, and then sold it for a really nice profit. That's what started this business. Right. So I think that from a young person perspective, there are just so many avenues for them to go.
I agree with you. How long have you been doing this?
This business is 2 years old. I've been in franchising about 11 years.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, your revenue's too low for 2 years in, considering your background and experience. So I think you've been taking this lightly.
I have a proper issue with, like, undercharging for sure.
Right, you undercharge.
Want to help people, want to help everyone. That's the issue.
And that's beautiful. You should make profit from those that can afford it. Those franchisee owners can afford it, and then you take some of that profit. Because what I was going to say to you, if you go away and get franchisees to pay you, I'm happy to do a little matching fund with you. Let's say to get a franchise is 10 grand. Let's say if you put 5 grand in, I'll put 5 grand in, and we can run a case study on it. But I need you to get your revenue up. Because I don't think you can afford to do that yet. Yep. So I would get this franchisee stuff in. They can afford it. And then you and I can fund a few people to start a franchise. And we can do a case study on it together. I'll put it on my YouTube channel. It'll be a good learning curve. And we can educate people together. Because I just want people to be free of not having to do anything other than they love. And if there's a franchisee out there that can give people what they love and they don't have to set it all up themselves, great. I just don't want them to be working for someone else unless they have to.
Yeah, I
right?
get that
So let's
completely.
make sure in the legal contracts, those brands can't tell them what to wear and when to do it.
Yeah.
Subway definitely tell you what to do.
Yeah, this is where lifestyle's very different, actually, because we have a lot of lifestyle franchises. So things like a lot of like baby, parent, that kind of stuff. There are a lot of business brands like coaching veered towards lifestyle. And the power there is, yes, you get your business in a box, but it's yours.
Yeah.
So as long as you conform to the brand guidelines with the right franchisors,
but for
you're
example,
free
if you
to do what
wanted
you
to
want.
sell it, it's hard. If I build a brand, I'm starting a coffee brand, right?
Yeah.
I build it up. If I want to, I probably won't. But if I want to, I could sell it. Whereas if I build up a Subway shop and it does really well, harder to sell, right?
I mean, there is a huge market for franchise resale, to be honest with you.
Yeah, okay.
The
This is
hard thing
education
is the
for me too.
franchisor.
But I'm talking about like Subway's worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to only sell it for 3 times turnover.
Yeah.
Which is a limiting upside, right? Yeah. It's education. I like it. And as a starting point, I'd rather people did a franchise than went and worked for a direct person and didn't love what they do, but they don't own it.
Yeah,
so anyway, it's a happy medium. Thank you for sharing your idea. Let's see if we can collaborate. Go away and complete that mission. And when you've done it, let me know, and we'll find a way to sponsor one person to start a franchise. All right?
I would love that. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you. Okay, great. I'm running out of voice. Oh my God, did someone just throw their underpants at me? That is totally mental. Yeah, someone threw their underpants at me. That's a new one. That's a new one. Okay, is this your brand, is it? Okay, you weren't. Are they clean? Damn it. Awesome. Is it your brand called You, by any chance? Okay. And you sell these, do you? Okay. That's actually quite a clever one. Throw underpants at me. That's a new... Okay. Wowzers. Okay. Maybe come forward here quickly, just tell me, because this is fascinating. I do love it when people kind of go for it, you know, like they do something crazy like that. So what's the story of You?
That's my paper aeroplane. I saw you this morning. Take a risk, throw my pants at you. So I run a business called You, stands for Your Own Underwear. We donate a pair for every pair we sell to support vulnerable people, keeping them in school.
Love that.
Or people experiencing homelessness. We make them properly, so they're all fair trade, they're organic, because the fashion industry is terrible. So we make sure people are paid and treated fairly. And our goal is to donate 100,000 pairs by the end of next year.
Wow, what a great business model. So if people want to find you, how do they find you? Give you a shout out.
Youunderwear.com.
Okay.
We're also doing photo shoots in our pants in the big pink bus.
Right.
Lou and Lowland. So anybody that wants to do that.
I'm glad you didn't ask me. I was going.
Well.
Anybody want to do that? Come on. Oh yeah, we got one volunteer.
Amazing.
Got probably a good butt. You've got a good butt, haven't you? That's what it is. See, he's got a good butt.
Good luck.
All right. As you're going to do it, right? One, you've got my book in your hand, so thank you. I will help you with your dream. So let's have a private chat afterwards for offering to help without even hesitating it. And I will come and do it too, but I'll need privacy. Because I'm not sure people want to see my butt. I'll keep these, and I will do it after.
All right.
Well done for going for it. All right. No one else throw your underpants at me. I will ignore it. Okay, let's not encourage this behaviour. All right, next dreamer. What's your dream and what's your problem? Good to see you. Welcome. What's your dream?
Hi, Hugh. Nice to meet you. So before I launch into my dream, I want to first start by sharing a really embarrassing story about a mistake that I made at my granddad's funeral. So I made him an order of service filled with pictures and stories of things doing what he loved. But instead of writing father, I wrote farter all the way through.
Wow.
Now, being dyslexic, my life has been filled with embarrassing mistakes like these, and some having more significant consequences, whether it's been in school or perhaps work, trying to build my own business. Writing mistakes undermine your credibility, and they can have really tangible implications. And so my dream is to hopefully go some way to solving that problem. So I thought to myself, who are the world's biggest dyslexic entrepreneurs that I could get in contact with to help spread this story? And I saw on social media that you launched the doorbell in Shoreditch. I think it went online that day. I knew immediately that I had to go. So the first thing the next morning, I went, pitched the doorbell, and then just went about my life kind of, hoping that one day something would come of it. And I was at work, and all of a sudden I get a ping, and suddenly I look up and I see Davina McCall is suddenly following me on Instagram.
Yeah. I showed her your pitch, yeah? Yeah, of course.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden my phone started exploding. I don't normally have coffee, but my heart was about to go to the moon.
Big shout out to Davina McCall, by the way, for supporting what we're doing as well. Yeah.
Amazing. And so from that, I was able to build a wait list. Richard Branson started following me. It's been an incredible journey. So first of all, thank you.
Of course.
Much.
You made your luck happen. You made your luck happen, just to say, that you went and did it. You took a risk. Carry on.
Well, thank you so much. And so it was that building of the waitlist that gave us the conviction that there's other people out there that want this too. So many people offered to help build it. So many people just described their excitement about being able to try the tool and to launch into what the tool actually is. Imagine Grammarly and Duolingo combined. So for those that are familiar with Grammarly, it discovers it discovers your writing mistakes and in the moment helps you to fix them. But after that point in time, it forgets about them. And my thought is, what if we could take a more proactive approach rather than just fixing mistakes in the moment, build a picture of someone's most frequent mistakes and help them improve over time. So it's kind of a fusing of the two tools. And since going away, building that wait list, we've built the tool. It's ready. So it's ready to use. And so my hope is to take it to two of the world's most famous dyslexic entrepreneurs, yourself and Richard Branson, and demo it with you guys, if that's possible.
Yeah, well, I do know Richard, so it's not getting old, this joke, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Also, this morning, we agreed to invest £50,000 in an entrepreneur that's also in this space. So I want to connect you with that entrepreneur.
Oh my goodness!
Because I think 1 + 1 = 11. So that making sure you guys are all tackling a similar problem, work together, right? Yeah, he's here. Yeah. So you two need to talk, right? So I think what you guys are both doing is going to be a good. And don't live in isolation. When you care about the same problem, you don't have competition. You're just partners, no matter what. So talk to each other.
Sure.
And I think with what you're doing, other than I can't actually speak for Richard, but I'm pretty sure he'll support. What do you actually need from us?
So we've built the tool. We've got the wait list. The next stage is to see how we can monetize it. So we plan to launch it for free because we want as many people using it and as many people to learn from as possible. So we're entirely bootstrapping this. The question then becomes, provided the people on the wait list, we're retaining them, they're enjoying it, that next step of monetization, do we approach schools directly? Do we go to businesses and use this as a learning and development tool? So perhaps that kind of...
I think parents who have dyslexic children might want to subscribe and support. That's the angle I'm thinking, because we feel, exactly, someone dyslexic. So I think I'm a dyslexic person. My son actually doesn't seem like he's got dyslexia, but I think that we feel it. So people that have dyslexia, I'm in, no doubt. But I would also think about like parents that have dyslexic kids. They're going to want to use this tool, and I think they'll support you.
Amazing.
That's my instinct. Do a monthly subscription to the parents that have children with dyslexia.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. And if anybody's...
And I'll also introduce you to Jamie Oliver, another name drop again. I love name dropping these days. But he will also, I think, help. But I can't... that's it. Yes. But I can't promise. But I'll definitely promise you I'll send a message to him and I'll DM him, which he does tend to reply to me now. But give me something I can send to him.
So www.typo2ys.app.
Right, love it. Okay, you trademarked that, right? It's such a good...
I've registered the business, we've got the domain, but I haven't...
No.
So...
This is a big mistake people make. It's very important. You can have the domain name, and you can have the limited registered company, and if someone's going to register the trademark, you're going to have to give it all to them.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, so the trademark costs about £350.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it for you. For the one trademark registration, so I'll pay for it for you. But get it done today. Go online, fill in the form today, pay the money, and I'll give you the money straight away. Go do it today.
I will.
Don't waste any time.
Absolutely.
It's a good name.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great one.
To go 2 or 3 more, whatever. However much you have,
Welcome on stage, Dreamer. What's your dream and how can we help you? Good to see you.
So my name's Mary Carmen. I was a nurse on PICU at the Children's Hospital in Birmingham, and then I had my first son, and I witnessed firsthand the lack of support with the health system postnatally. So I quit my job and started my first company in maternal health. So we've got a maternal health platform that supports mothers predominantly, but we connect with the healthcare providers to integrate into their maternal health pathways, and also businesses to support their mums when they come back to work. So we've got an MVP, which we've launched. We've got active subscribers on the platform, and we've just signed our first corporate client with one of the big 4. But we're raising now to build the technology phase 2. But what my dream is a world where every mother can access equitable maternal care, because unfortunately many mothers have to go, if they can, pay and go and see, a mummy MOT. So many mums at their 6-week check are not getting the support they need, and actually if we give them that preventative support at the 6 weeks, they're less likely to go down these certain trajectories.
Got it.
And it's such a systemic problem,
Such
you
a-
know.
Yeah, well done for supporting. Thank you for supporting. Yeah, okay, love it. So what do you need?
So we are raising our first round of investment. We've bootstrapped it to date. So we've got a lead investor, so there's a bit less money to raise there. But predominantly is more corporate clients, because we want to get it into the NHS, but to commercialise it from the NHS is going to take a long time. So how we will make our money to start with is getting this in as a corporate benefit for mothers. So any people, C-suite levels that you know, Richard, I think everybody's mentioned
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm now the conduit
yeah.
for Richard. But...
Sponsorship, so the work that you do with Help Bank, you know,
Yeah.
raising awareness.
Yeah.
We want to build, it's a community mother-centric platform, and I think a lot of the platforms that mothers may get offered within the NHS, they're just not fit for purpose.
I got it. The money that you're raising, you've got a
Yeah.
lead investor already,
Yes.
right? Is that to build the technology?
So we already have an MVP, but it's to build in the AI technology, and we want to build our own dyad language model. So we've got a partnership with Warwick University, and we've done a lot of research around how mother and baby together provide much better outcomes, whereas
Right.
a lot of the time, I don't know whether you had the Baby Leap app, your wife might have had it, but it tells you, oh, what's going on with the child, but what does that mean for me?
Right.
Whereas we want to make sure that the mother and baby is treated together.
I get it. So when my mind goes to when you're raising money, by the way, is kind of one part what you said and another part that you didn't. One part is like, how can you make the money from the business? So, for example, subscription.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You could get
So,
people
yeah.
to pre-subscribe now
Yeah.
to it. If you've got enough
Yeah.
awareness, people could subscribe now to support you in the future.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And then I think when the money gets deployed, the technology itself, technology is no longer the barrier to entry for businesses. Like, the barrier to entry for businesses in the future is going to be marketing, nothing else.
Yeah, we
Like,
had,
you can,
yeah.
again, I sorry to interrupt you, but like, I invest in a business called Lovable. This business has now become a unicorn. This business is incredible. You voice clip what you want it to build, and
Yeah.
it builds it for you.
Yeah,
Instantly.
Yeah. We have a
So-
tech partner that's building it anyway.
Yeah. Just make sure you're aware how quick this
Yeah.
is advanced, though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even me, like, I've got a tech team on Help Bank, and we're now moving to Lovable.
Yeah, okay.
So just make sure, because there's a bit of a lag.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you keep spending 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 pounds on something you don't need to spend money on. Technology is not the barrier to entry anymore.
Yeah.
So I would rather that money that you've got coming in went to the marketing of the business and building the community side up.
Yeah.
Right? Because the
Yeah.
community is what's going to make you special.
Yeah.
Not the technology. Anyone can copy your technology very easily now. Vibe coding has blown my mind. It is.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast with Cody Sanchez actually about that the other
Oh,
day.
right, okay, yeah. So her podcast is almost as good as mine. Thanks for giving it a shout out. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of talk about this. The cutting edge now, people always thought technology was going to be the barrier to entry, and that's where people raise money to spend. That's all going away. So what's going to be the barrier to entry is simply community.
Yeah.
And community is marketing, right? Partnerships and what you can bring to your community, which you can bring a lot.
Yeah.
And there'll be a lot of people that use your product in the future that will tell future customers about you. So you've got to really cultivate that community side, right?
Yeah.
I would invest all your money in the community stuff, if you can.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, how are you? Good to see you. So, all know this guy? Super cool entrepreneur, doing amazing things. It's good to see you, mate. Thanks for being here. What I also think with this sort of thing is like, what if you have you've got a lead investor. How much you got left?
So 250.
Got 250 left to raise.
Yeah.
Okay, and how's that going, that raise?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I've been focusing on getting this corporate client on board
Right.
and actually building.
So you got one of the big four on board, right?
Yeah.
So you know this. Are you a salesperson?
No, but I'm quite very good at
Okay,
selling.
so
Yeah.
everybody's a salesperson.
Yeah.
I always ask that as a trick question.
Yeah.
Everybody is a
Well, yeah, it's-
salesperson. You
yeah.
have to be now.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
actually think everyone can learn sales
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah.
you are,
Yeah.
right? That's a trick question I asked you there. The number one thing in sales, right? Like, it's kind of a FOMO element. You've got one of the big four on board. Now you go to the other three.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
already all over.
hardcore on it.
Yeah.
You say you're going to miss out.
Yeah.
You want the person that signed off to use it in their marketing.
Yeah.
Those other three will do it quickly.
Yeah.
And double the price.
Yeah.
The first one always gets the love, and everyone else has to pay double. But move quickly, and use it while you've got these other people won't want to lose out.
Yeah.
That you've done a brilliant thing there if you manage to get one of them signed up. Now you just need to convert the other three. I'd put all my energy into that. Fundraising, we actually make secondary right now.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really
Because it's revenue as well.
Well,
right?
exactly.
Revenue
It's
solves
mine,
all
it's what
problems.
giving it away.
You can get 250 in revenue. It's better than you give away equity in your company if you can. Now, I say this as an investor.
No,
right?
I hear you.
I get equity in businesses.
Yeah.
But I say it as an investor. If you can get revenue, I'm going to chase you for equity. If you don't get revenue, you're going to be chasing me for money. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So even to an investor, it's the dynamic has to be like, we're about to sign another 3. Are you in? You're not? Okay, it's fine. We don't need you. You get in because you believe in us. You get in because you want to help us.
Yeah.
This Dragon's Den dynamic is completely off. I've got the money, but I need to deploy it. I need you as an investor. Keep that in mind. But if you make the product more and more successful, more and more valuable, I'll be chasing you. People chase me every week to invest in HelpBank. I've never solicited anyone to invest in HelpBank. Every single week, someone comes to me and says they want to invest in it. So just keep going with what you're doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste too much of your sales energy getting any more investors because the technology is cheaper than you think. And now if you go get more clients, you won't need it anyway.
Yeah.
All right? Let me know what I can do. I sold my company to PwC. Is PwC someone you've got on board yet?
I haven't got a
Is PwC,
partner there.
have you got PwC? No, you haven't. I'm going to introduce
I
you.
had a meeting with one of the senior directors the other week, but I need a partner level.
Okay, I'm going to introduce you to the people that bought my company.
Okay.
Okay, and then see if they can help you.
Okay.
Right, they still owe me because they underpaid me for the company now, it turns out. So I'm
and
not
Virgin,
bitter.
they've got lots of women on that plane that most of them are childbearing age.
Right.
And they need
totally.
this. So
100%. So afterwards, let's connect and I'll try to help you with that.
Okay.
Let's give her a big round of applause, folks. Incredible dreamer. Well done for what you're doing. All right, I think that's a wrap, right? That's a wrap. Now, there's a lot of people still in the queue, which I feel incredibly guilty about. I'm not on the next panel, right? So what I'm going to do, we're going to move away. I'm going to go and I'm going to hear each of your dreams, but I'm going to get tired. So I'm going to ask a favour of everyone in the queue. 1 minute, pitch me your dream. My cameraman's going to film it. Let's keep it short so I can get through the whole queue and not let any of you down, all right? So let's do that. So we're going to move. We're going to move so that the stage can change. And I need to do a closing, or we're not? I think we're not. Okay, I did promise one person in the audience a question to ask me. Someone. Yeah. So do you want to ask a question? Let's quickly do that, because I promised. And the lady at the back who gave the umbrella, she left. She got bored and left. It wasn't worth... Yeah, I can step off stage and do it, and then you guys can start getting ready for the next panel. Go ahead, do you have a question?
Simon, you mentioned you had a creative business in this book. Tell me about why did you sell it for, and do you have any regrets selling it, considering the fact that you're actually quite a creative person? So I'm just quite curious.
Yeah, so I started a company called Fluid with my now wife, and we built it from our living room into the largest creative agency in Hong Kong. And then we sold it a few years ago to PricewaterhouseCoopers. Now, because I'm English, I hate talking about money. So I sold it for more money than I'll ever need, right? So I personally don't need money anymore. But I know people need money for their businesses, so that's why I have a for-profit business that does good today. But you asked me an interesting question. Did I regret selling it? Yeah. Kind of, actually, yeah. I mean, we all have as entrepreneurs this idea in our head that the dream is build a company up and sell it. That's what everyone thinks is the dream. I discovered that was not my dream. Because once I sold it and got over the initial adrenaline of like, oh my God, I've got loads of money in the bank, I suddenly felt like I'd actually lost part of my family. Like all the colleagues I used to work with, suddenly I wasn't allowed to interact with them legally. And I had to let them get on with it in PwC, right? And so slowly I had a bit of seller's remorse, if I'm being honest, for a few years. And then I decided to go again. But it took me 5 years to build up what I've got now. If I kept my agency, I could have done it in 6 months. So in a way, you know, I sold time instead of buying time. So I actually advise people, try to build a business you love and not necessarily one you want to sell. And ironically, though, in the negotiation, I didn't want to sell that company. That's why I got a crazy price for it. Because I think that's a very interesting place to start. Do you want to sell your company? No. But we want to buy it. Okay, make me an offer. That offer wasn't good enough. This offer wasn't good enough. And eventually they threw so much money at me, I said yes. But the point I'm getting to is like, it's a really good question. I think there's a little bit of a mistake as entrepreneurs we make because we hear all these people that have sold their company and they're like, whoa, you did it, man. Kind of can be a sad place afterwards. Unless you want to move on to something new, then great. Maybe you built something that isn't your purpose and you're happy to sell it and do something new. But I say build a business you love and don't worry about selling it. Many people will come and offer to buy it. I mean, I'm not a fan of Mark Zuckerberg. That's why he doesn't sponsor any of my stuff. But I do think it's quite interesting. He was offered $1 billion for Facebook in the very early years, And all the shareholders wanted to sell it, but he didn't want to sell it. And he said something that's true, which is like, what will he do if he sells it? This is what he wants to do. So he doesn't even know how to spend $1 billion. He knows now, right? He's bought lots of properties and dug things in the ground and created like stay alive bunkers for him and his family. So he knows how to spend $1 billion now, but back then he didn't know what he would do with it. Which kind of, that's what happened to me. I had all this money drop in my bank account. I'm like, I'm not actually a money manager. I'm a business person. I want to build things. And you know, you build things when you've got no money. It's better to build it when you've got no money. You're hungrier. Absolutely. So I actually regret, in a way, now I'm happy again. But I had a few years there where I was like, why the hell did I sell that company? No wonder they bought it. It's a really good business. And so, yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can I help you, by the way? That was just, is that enough? Because you're going to show your bum on camera in a minute. So is that enough?
We'll speak in private, like you said.
Okay. Yeah. I probably won't speak to you in private. So you sure? Nothing else?
No, nothing else.
Okay. All right. I'm only scared I won't see you because it's going to get busy. We're going to have some pizza now. Oh, we're having some pizza now. I probably won't have a queue. I need to just... I'm okay. I would rather carry on here because these people have been waiting a long time. Okay, we've got another panel, guys, which is going to be really interesting. So enjoy the panel that's coming up now. And I'm going to go and talk to everybody here. So I'm getting rid of the mic. Goodbye.